Hey guys, it's me Krish and welcome back to another video on my channel. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're not new, welcome back to another video on my channel. So as you can see by the thumbnail and title for today's video, I am going to be giving you guys 30 plus fun things to do during the summer of 2022, or like a little summer bucket list for y'all. This is not really going to be my summer bucket list. This is just a list I put together in case you guys need some ideas of what to do this summer, because I know y'all are going to get really bored and you guys just need to find new things to do. I have them all on my notes on my phone right over here. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm not going to be going in like any specific order. I'm kind of just going to be reading them down as I go. But anyways, the first one I have on my list is watch the sunrise. So you know, you're going to have to wake up really early for this. You're going to have to wake up at like 6, 7, depending on when the sun rises in your state or city. So you guys are going to have to wake up really early for this, but I really recommend you guys do this because you guys can get some really cool pictures, especially during the summer, because I know sunrises and sunsets are really just cool to take pictures of, and I feel like it would be really worth it just to wake up, you know, and take pictures of the sunrise. They look really cool. You guys can just post it on your Instagram page or whatever you guys want to post it on. Go outside by yourself, watch the sunrise. Maybe go to like your local park and just like get a blanket and just watch the sunrise. I feel like this is really just a fun thing to do during the summer, because who doesn't like watching sunrises and especially sunsets? Yeah, I should have also included sunsets. You can do the same thing with sunsets. I feel like it would be more better if you did with sunsets, because with sunsets there's really cool like sunsets out there. I know I've been saying sunsets a lot in these past few sentences, but anyways, yeah, definitely watch the sunrise or watch the sunset. It's up to y'all on which one y'all want to watch, but I really recommend y'all do this one because you guys can get some really cool pictures out of this, and it's just a really fun thing to do during the summer if you're really interested in like watching the sunrise or like watching the sunset, or like the clouds whenever the sun's setting, or like the clouds when the sun is rising, stuff like that. And the second one, go on a road trip to like a different city. Say you live in like Austin, Texas. You guys could take a little weekend trip to like Dallas. Dallas isn't really that far from Austin, and other way around as well. You guys can go with like family or just like one of your really close friends or like a group of friends. It doesn't really have to be anyone in specific. You could literally go with like anyone. I feel like this would be a really fun getaway just to have a new environment and to have new things to do around you. You're not really leaving the state, which is kind of like easy for you because you guys can just pack like a little like backpack and you guys be good to go on a weekend trip to like Dallas. Yeah, I feel like this would be really fun, especially with friends. You guys can just like visit downtown in Dallas or like visit any downtown of the city you guys are going to. It doesn't really have to be a specific city in your state. That's on y'all to choose. This is really fun to do. It doesn't really have to be the weekend as well. It can be like throughout the full week. You guys can be in that one city. I feel like being in a city that's in the same state as you isn't really like that fun for a full week, you know, because you can get really bored in that city so easily because it's kind of the same as the city you're in before. It's just kind of like a different setup and like different buildings and stuff, if you know what I mean. But they have really good food downtown. They have really fun places you guys can go to and stuff like that. I really recommend doing this summer. It'd be really enjoyable. Yeah, go do this one time this summer. The third one I have on the list is have a movie night. So basically you guys can just gather as a family and watch one of your favorite movies you guys have been waiting to watch. So like for instance, Stranger Things, that new episode that came out. I don't remember what episode it was because I don't keep up with Stranger Things. A lot of people have been watching it on like Netflix, Hulu, etc. You guys can just like grab popcorn, grab snacks, sit on the couch and watch a movie as a family. I feel like that's really fun to do, especially like during the night. Yeah, that's really fun. I don't think people do this like during the summer. People also do this like other times too, but during the summertime it just kind of hits differently. Like a lot of these things just hit differently, you know. This will be really fun and this would be something enjoyable to do during the summer. Alright, the fourth thing you guys should do is go on a hike. You guys can go to like Colorado, like Tennessee. They have some really good like mountains you guys could hike on. especially Tennessee. I heard like Knoxville, Pigeon Forge, stuff like that. They have like really good mountains you guys can hike on. If you're like a really big lover for hiking and you guys like really enjoy hiking, or you guys just want to try something new, I really do recommend you guys go on a hike. It can be somewhere local too. It doesn't need to be somewhere far out of state. You guys can just find something, you know, very local, because there's so many like things out there that have to do with hiking that you guys probably have never heard of. So you just have to look into it and do some research. Yeah, but if you guys do this, make sure you stay hydrated, make sure you wear sunscreen, make sure you're in comfortable clothing, because it's gonna be hot out there and you're gonna be out there for a really long time. If you guys do decide to go on a hike, this is really fun if you're really like big lover for like hiking. But if you're not, then that's alright. I mean, you don't really necessarily have to be a lover for hiking to do this one. You guys can also just try something new and just do something you've never done before. And the fifth one is go mini golfing. So there's so many different like golf places that you guys can go to. If you want to go to somewhere like small, kid friendly, you guys can go to like putt or something like that. But I feel like those are recommended for like kids. I don't think teens or adults would really enjoy putt. But if you're going with like a bunch of kids, I feel like putt would be the best option. But there's a lot of big like golfing places that I cannot remember off the top of my head, which really sucks, because I was gonna mention it in the video but it just completely went out of my mind. So yeah, I feel like this would be really fun, especially like during the late afternoon, evening time. Yeah, I've never really went golfing. I kind of have, but I went to putt. That's not really fun for me because that's so like easy for me. I kind of need something harder. And yeah, just go golfing. Who doesn't like to mini golf? Don't actually like fully golf. Mini golfing is meant to be mini golfing. That's why there's mini in front of golfing. You know what I mean? It's kind of pretty self-explanatory. But alright, the next one is go to a concert. Go to your favorite concert you've been wanting to go to for about months and months. And the summertime is kind of the only time you guys are able to go, because you guys can't really go when you guys are in like college or when you guys are in school, because you guys are focused on that and you guys can't really go out of town or like out of state. There's a lot of different concerts you guys can get tickets from, and there's not just like one recommended one for like July 25th. There's so many different ones throughout the summer, and you guys can look into it, you guys can research it, and you guys can just find your favorite concert you've been waiting to go to. And I'm not really a big concert person, never really been. I really want to go to like some concert in the future, but I've just never been a big person for like concerts in general. The next one is go to the beach. If you don't go to the beach at least one time this summer, then you guys are really missing out, because the beach is like where it's at now. The beach isn't the best place for like swimming and like going to that place. The beach is just to relax, to have fun with family and friends. It isn't really for like swimming. If you do want to go deep in, then I really recommend going with like someone over 21, because people can easily drown with deep water. With me, I'm really tall, so I'd probably go deep enough. Yeah, you guys can go surfing, you guys can go like on a boat in the lake or like at the beach. You guys can rent a boat out. I feel like that would be really fun as well. The next one is have a water balloon fight. So this is a really great fun activity. I remember doing this one last summer when I went to Arkansas to see family, and oh my god, this was so much fun. I really recommend doing this because it just feels so refreshing. Having water on you, like heat, feels refreshing, especially when it's like so humid, so hot, especially down in Texas, because I live in Texas and Texas heat is something else. It's on a whole different level. Like it is so hot down here. Like I don't know why it gets so hot. It's just Texas for you. Have a water balloon fight with like little children, your cousins, family. Just like get together and throw water balloons at each other. There's like these pack of balloons, water balloons to be more specific, that you guys can get at like any local or free store. You guys can get it from like Walmart or Target. They have like a pack of 50 or like a pack of 40. I don't really know specifically off the top of my head, but that's just what I remember from my own logic. This would be really fun to do if you guys just want to buy something new. You guys just want to do something as a family. The next one is have a cooking competition. Now, if you're not the best at cooking, you'd probably lose this competition. But if you have like siblings your age or like older or younger siblings, you guys can do this at home. It doesn't really have to be at your house. It can be at like like your cousin's house, it could be at your brother's house. It doesn't really have to be anyone's house in specific. You guys can have like a cooking competition on who can cook the best dinner meal or something, and guys let like other family members try each of the meals. I feel like that would be really fun to do, and that'd be really funny, especially if you're not good at cooking. And also you guys can turn this into like a video, and you guys can film this, and you don't really have to post it on YouTube. You guys can just have it for like the memories, you know? Who doesn't like videoing stuff and just like editing it and just leaving it for the memories, you know what I mean? Unless you just want to not do that and just have all the videos in your camera roll, then that's up to y'all. The next thing I recommend, have a board game night. So just grab like all your siblings, grab like your family, your parents, your cousins, your siblings, just grab everyone, grab like a few board games, and just have a board game night. Just chit chat, talk, have the best time of y'all's nights. This is also really fun to do because y'all don't have school the next day, y'all don't have to sleep in early, you guys can stay up late. It doesn't really matter what time you guys stay up till. But yeah, like especially little children, like if you're playing with little children, it's gonna get really intense because you know how little children be. But the next one is tie-dye a t-shirt. So just grab like a white t-shirt and just tie-dye it. They have those tie-dye kits at like Target you guys can buy for like $20. I'm not really sure. Or they have them at like Walmart, where you guys can just individually get the supplies. It doesn't really matter how you guys get them, but you guys can just make like cool little patterns, stuff like that. You probably have to learn as you go because I feel like no one really knows how to tie-dye on the top of their head. I feel like no one would know that. That's really fun to do. It's really just something outdoory, especially when it's hot outside. Yeah, this would really have to be outdoor anyways because you guys don't want to make a mess in y'all's own house. Yeah, the next one is have a personal at-home photo shoot. So this one doesn't really necessarily have to be at home. It can be like downtown, let's say, in your state or in your city. It can be downtown, it can be outside your house, it can be with a nice scenery, it can be professionally taken, it can be taken on your phone. It can literally be taken in any way, shape, or form, and any scenery. It doesn't really matter. Like just like if you're going out one night, you get all dressed up, just take pictures, you know, and just post it on your Instagram. I feel like that's also just, it helps boost your reach a lot if you post pictures like that. I find that really like just fun to do, especially if you're a girl out there or a guy, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I personally just wouldn't do this one because I don't really dress up like that. I'm way too ugly for people to be seeing my head to toe, so I'm not doing this one. But I feel like this would be really good if you guys like dress up and go all out. So alright, the next one is learn to cook a new meal. Just get a recipe from like Pinterest or online, Google it, and just follow the recipe. I feel like following simple directions isn't hard unless like you have a hard time comprehending things, and you don't really have to cook a meal. You can also just bake something. You can bake a dessert, you can bake like brownies, you can literally bake anything off the top of your head. You can bake a cake, literally anything. It can be anything that you guys want to, you know, cook. You guys might need parental help for this one because you guys will be dealing with like heat and stuff like that, so just be aware of that part. But the next one is go camping. Who doesn't like going camping in the summer, especially if you're going like on a camp for like a certain thing? It'll probably make you be outdoors a lot. I feel like this would just be really fun, especially if you're going with like friends. I feel like this would also be fun. Friends or family, it doesn't really matter, and you guys can find like a little empty place to camp at, just have a little bonfire and make s'mores and enjoy the night, and you guys can just like go back home, do whatever after that. So that'd also be just really fun to do, and it'd be really enjoyable, especially like in the heat, you know. It's still hot at night, like it's still humid and hot at night. It doesn't get cold at night. It also depends on like where you live and stuff. But anyways, I'm literally just rambling. But the next one has to go along with what I just said, is to eat s'mores or to make s'mores. You guys can just make s'mores. It doesn't really have to be on a bonfire. It can literally be, I completely forgot where I left off before my mom came into my room. So great, wonderful, beautiful. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. And the next one is go skydiving. There is a lot of good skydiving places that you guys probably have never known about. And you guys have, skydiving is really, really fun. I see pictures, I see videos, and that is something I've been dying to do. I've been wanting to do for like the longest time of my life. Like the almost entire 16 years I've been alive. I've just really loved skydiving. Like I've never done it. This would be really fun. This would be really fun because if you're going with someone older than you, because you're gonna have to, just to, you know, make sure you don't just fall off. Because yeah, I don't really know how skydiving works, but yeah, this seems really fun. And if you guys have the money for it, if you're not afraid of like heights or nothing, I really recommend you guys do this one. But if you're like really scared of heights and stuff, I don't recommend y'all do this whatsoever. Yeah, the next one is go to the zoo. So basically, go to your local zoo. I know every single city has a local zoo of theirs. I know my city does. We usually go to like the Dallas Zoo or like the Fort Worth Zoo. It just depends on which one we choose. Yeah, if you're like animal lover and you love seeing animals, then I really recommend this one, especially if you're going with like little kids. Little kids really will enjoy seeing all those animals, and like older people will too, but it won't be as fun as it will be for like little kids. But I still recommend you guys do this. Make sure you guys stay hydrated, make sure you guys put sunscreen on, and make sure you guys wear comfortable clothing if you guys doing any of these outdoor activities, because I don't think you guys want to get sunburned and look all dark. So the next one is go to your local Six Flags. I know there's a lot in certain states. There's 2 in Texas, there's 1 in Atlanta, 1 in Virginia. I think there's like 1 in Pennsylvania too. There's a lot all over the states. So just go to your local Six Flags, because I feel like that would be really fun. If you've never been to that Six Flags and you're just like taking a trip to that state, I feel like that would also be really fun too. Make sure you guys wear sunscreen and stay hydrated like I've been saying, because you guys are going to be outside for like a really long time. I don't think you guys want to get like sunburned or nothing like that. Alright, the next one I have is, if you're really bored and if you're just looking for a new hobby, I really recommend starting a YouTube channel. And if you guys need like a guidance on how to start a YouTube channel or where to start, I have a bunch of like videos on my channel helping small YouTubers out and just giving the basics of being a small YouTuber. If you guys want to go check that out. I don't really make those type of videos anymore, but I have a whole playlist on my channel that is called like helpful videos, and those will have like a bunch of video ideas and just a bunch of like YouTube tips that are for small YouTubers and for starters for like a YouTube channel. Start a YouTube channel, because when you start, you're gonna start really low, and then like once you start posting, you might gain views and you might gain subscribers, and you might actually be interested in continually posting. But if you're just doing it as a hobby, I don't really think it would matter as much. If you want to take it seriously, go for it, because I honestly just started it as like for fun, and now I do take it seriously. So alright, the next thing I have is have a pool day with friends or family. So you guys can also just go to a water park and do this. I mean, I wouldn't really recommend going in like a apartment complex or like a hotel pool, because those pools aren't really fun. They're not really deep. If you guys are just in the area of a hotel, you guys can just go into a hotel pool. I really also recommend you guys go to a water park. Yeah, they have like really cool water rides, and like their pool is like really deep. And if you're going with little kids, make sure you supervise them and stuff like that, you know, all the little basics you guys need for little children. This would be really fun. Going to a pool or just like a water park is so refreshing, especially like in the heat. And the heat is like the best time to go to the pool. The next one is eat ice cream. Eating ice cream is like so refreshing, especially when it's so hot outside. Just get your like favorite ice cream and eat it. This one's really self-explanatory and basic, so I don't really need to go into detail about this one. But the next one is travel somewhere out of state you've never been. You don't really have to travel out of state. You can travel out of country too, somewhere you've never ever been. Just explore that state or that country. I really want to go out of state or out of country, because I feel like I've just been stuck in the US my entire life, and I kind of want to explore something else, and I kind of want to explore new things, you know what I mean? And also this will be really fun, because traveling is just so much fun in general. I don't know who in the world wouldn't like traveling, you know what I mean? The next one is really something different. It's burn your schoolwork, you know, because school, and that schoolwork is really irrelevant, and that schoolwork is from the past, and we are not worried about that schoolwork. So I'd rather just burn it all. I want to do this one so badly because I have so much crap I could burn, but I also don't know how I burn it. So yeah, but this one would be really fun, especially if you're doing it with like your friends. I really recommend this one. and just post it on your Instagram, because everyone nowadays do this. Like, everyone does this nowadays. So the next one is go to your local fair. There's so many different fairs like in your state that you guys probably don't even know of, and you guys probably just know of like one fair. I know fairs don't really open during the summer. Yeah, they kind of open like late summer. Yeah, I don't know if you guys would be able to do this one because it depends on what state and city you're in and like when they open and stuff. Yeah, especially the fair food. The fair food just hits differently. Like, it's so much better than like home cooked food. I don't know what it is with fair food, but it just is so different. Alright, y'all. The next one is go on a late night grocery shopping or clothes shopping. I don't know what time and stores be closing. If you want to do this, I recommend doing this on like weekends because stores close later on weekends. You guys can go with a friend or two and just like up around or just fool around. Do whatever you guys want to do. Just enjoy the moment and enjoy your time. That one's big self-explanatory. I'm kind of like speeding it up because I know this video is going to be really long. I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes, but I keep on explaining it in further detail. I know this video will be like 30 minutes. I don't want it to be that long. So the next one is clean your room and closet or closet out. If your room is a mess and you need to declutter it, I really recommend you guys do that, because that just be really fun to do. If you're really bored, and you guys need something to do, I really do recommend you guys just clean out your work, clean out your room and closet, because my closet is a mess. I don't think you guys want to see it. I do plan on making this into a video, so just stay tuned for like some of these videos. I'm gonna turn these summer ideas into like little videos and like vlogs. I'm gonna try to make all of them. I have all my notes. Don't guarantee me on that because I could not do some of them, but I really want to get like most of them or majority of them filmed for you guys. So the next one is go to a wedding. Just don't show up to a random wedding you don't know of. Don't do that, please, because that's just so weird. That's just not it. Like, people are gonna stare at you, but it would probably bring the wedding together more. It'd be more litter. Yeah, I know I'm going to a wedding this summer and I plan on vlogging it. I don't know how well I'll do on that, but yeah, weddings are like so much fun, especially when you don't even know whose wedding it is. And yeah, that's when you get to see all your family all at once, and it's just kind of like a family reunion as well. The next one is go bowling with your family or friends. Just take a night out and go bowling. Bowling is really fun. I haven't done this in a really long time. Like, I don't think I've done this since pre-COVID. So yeah, this will be really fun. It's really self-explanatory. Like, I literally don't need to go into detail with this one. So I'm just gonna move on to the next one. And the next one is make homemade ice cream / popsicles, or do both. Just look up how to make it, because I don't know off the top of my head. I know like the concept, but I don't know like the exact recipe for it. So the next one is a really interesting one, and this one is take pictures throughout your entire summer and combine them into a little photo dump or one video. Like, at the end of your summer, just make a little montage out of them. I think that would look really cool and just show everyone what you did that summer. So the second to last one finally is go to a drive-in movie. You can go with your significant other. I know a lot of people go with their significant other because that's just kind of like a relationship type thing, but you guys can also go friends. Just don't make it too lovey-dovey and don't do the other stuff do with like your significant other. So the last one obviously is to enjoy your summer, because the summertime is meant to be fun, to not worry about school, to not worry about turning them assignments in, and just to stay up late for all-nighters, stuff like that. Everything I mentioned in this video. So that concludes the video. Finally, I know I've literally been sitting here for like an hour making this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe down below with the notification bell right beside the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.